Guys, happy Thursday. I heard it's Michael's last day and want to wish him the best headed to Arizona, and thank you, and I want to thank him for all his coverage and his fairness and honesty to the Trojans. So appreciate you, Michael. Big day for us. Really concentrated today on red zone, which I think is going to be extremely important in this game. Worked a lot of our red zone run and passing game on offense. It's going to be critical to be very, very efficient in that area, scoring touchdowns and not field goals. Really on defense, worked on the tempo of this team, lining up formationally and making sure that everybody's in the correct spot. So we really focused on that today. Looking forward to getting on the plane tomorrow, going to a great venue in Oregon and competing against a great team. With that, I'll answer any questions.
How will this team be different the first quarter Saturday than say the last two first quarters? How do you make that happen?
We're going to come out and be assignment sound. One of the things I think that we missed in the last two games is some of the assignment part of the football game, and I thought it got cleaned up as we went on. There were corrections made on the sideline, as well as halftime. I thought we played better, extremely better, prior to that first quarter with the adjustments that were made. So I would say the assignment part of the game needs to be cleaned up the most.
How do you do that this week, during the week? What happened differently?
Practice 100 reps, 100 billion reps, and that's what we've done. Now you got to put your faith into 18 and 21-year-olds to get it done, and we trust those kids. They'll get the job done.
Do you have anything more definitive at this point on Vianney or Leon?
Yeah, Vianney probably has a better chance right now. We're going to carry Leon as an emergency. I think he's getting closer. There's still a little bit of pain there. There's nothing injury-wise that he can hurt, but there's some pain tolerance that has to be there. V was out here today. I expect him to be able to contribute. To what level, I don't know. But Chris Brown's had a great week of work. We'll see where Vianney is tomorrow, but it's great to see him out here practicing.
Have you settled on who's going to start at that inside linebacker spot?
I think right now the guys that we're looking at, the five. If we had to start today, I think it'd probably be Anthony and Buddha, and then I think there's still some decision-making process off this tape. We're getting ready to go watch with Osa and Chinna and Michael. It's Chinna is learning a new position, which is always hard, and so we want his athleticism on the field. We'll see whether that's at Sam or whether it's inside, but really have a very comfortable feeling for the other four right now.
Are you concerned at all with a guy like Tucker, who played well against Colorado but really hadn't played much at all in the previous games, jumping into a situation where your first start is against Oregon?
I'm going to tell you, I'll always lean and trust on these kids. You can't have that type of fear. Just trust them. I mean, we signed them, we brought them here, we've trained them, and they're ready to go. I mean, it's just like Deontay Burnett. You never know what he's going to do until you put him out there and let him play. And congratulations to Buddha last game. I thought he went in there and played a really solid game, and expect the same thing from him. We're going to trust our players.
You had, I guess, 4 years ago, two young linebackers who made like 35 tackles between them with Hayes and Bailey.
Yeah.
Is that
being young doesn't mean you're a bad football player. It just means you're looking forward to gaining some experience, and this is their time to gain that experience. What a great venue to go play in. I wish I could play with them. It'll be a lot of fun Saturday, and I look forward to watching those kids play. Really excited for them, because they've waited their time, they've paid their dues, and have really trained for this experience. I know they'll do a great job.
Based on the way the last 4 games have gone, is it fair to say the defense has become the strength of this team?
I would say as a unit, as a full team, we were playing very good football together. You look at both defensively, the way they're doing. You still look at it, out of the whole 5 games since Notre Dame on, the fewest points we've scored is 27. So you're talking about this has been a full team effort, and defensively, I think we're playing at a very high level. We'll need to do that this weekend versus Oregon, but I really think it's been a full team effort over this last 4-game run.
We've seen an improvement from fifth-year seniors like Delvon Simmons and Antoine Woods and Greg Townsend very late in their college careers. So how do you account for that? Is it sort of that sense of urgency that their time's coming to an end and it's kind of now or never, or what do you think's going on with those guys specifically?
I think their character. I really think there's a team aspect going on here right now, that it's not about the individual success, it's about the team success, and any individual success is just a byproduct of the teams. And I think that's what they've bought into. They're really playing for this team and for their brothers, and I think because of that, you look over the last 4 games, they've been extremely effective. 19 sacks in 5 games. That's a pretty remarkable number.
You were up in Oregon in 2011 with Matt and Cody on the sideline. What's Cody going to have to do to kind of manage through that whole situation up there?
Nothing different than what he's done his entire career, especially these last 4 games in my mind, and even Notre Dame. Just the poise that he's shown, guiding a bunch of young kids, a little bit of an injury-riddled team, and kind of being, like I said, the calm in the eye of the hurricane. And that'll be a hurricane up there. It's a great venue. It's a fun place to play, and his calmness and his poise and his demeanor and his leadership will carry over for us.
Why was Justin more effective running the ball than Ronald on Friday?
Everybody has a great game, and Justin really, I thought, did a great job at our 21 personnel running the ball. It was kind of a ground and pound game, and gosh dang, he averaged 6.1 a carry. Everybody has a game where, maybe they're just a hair off. I thought Ronald, didn't play bad, just sometimes the holes weren't there and he made what was there. And Justin got a little bit better pitch to hit. But there's nothing wrong with Ronald Jones. he's good. All of a sudden, he's not Superman in one game, and you just know that, hey, he'll come back the next and he'll be fine.
People say that these last two games are critical to your future here as possible coach of USC. Is that something that you're thinking about at all?
The last 2 games are critical to our team. I don't really care about my individual success or what it means. I told these guys coming in, my job is to watch after them, make sure they're taken care of, make sure they have a great experience, and do everything in my power with every ounce of energy I have and this staff has to help them win football games. We'll add them all up at the end and let other people make that decision. I'm just worried about these kids and helping them win.
Let's do one more.
All right, y'all are awesome, guys. Appreciate y'all having